Hey guys, welcome back to my YouTube channel. A few months ago I deleted all of my videos and some of my other posts on other social media accounts as well. And at the time that I did that, it was a very emotionally driven action. It wasn't until I came across videos that are really special to me, like my son's birth vlog and the story of how my daughter passed away and some others, that I realized that I didn't want to part with those, and I remembered that you could just private videos, which I already knew that you could do, I just wasn't thinking at the time. So I do have a handful of videos that I have kept for myself, and at this point I'm not sure if I'm going to make them public again. So this is my first video back on my YouTube account. Every time that I think about filming this, I get so overwhelmed with all the different directions that this could take me, and I just get stuck and end up not filming anything. So I'm gonna try and stick to the main focus, which is why I deleted my YouTube channel and what's gonna be happening from now on, what I'm gonna do going forward. I actually really missed filming, which was a surprise to me. I think having a little break made me realize that I do value being creative in this kind of way, and it was really surprising to me how many people missed my YouTube videos. I knew that people would notice that I had stopped posting, but I didn't actually think anyone enjoyed watching them. I thought they were just being polite because of our situation. So that was really nice to receive lots of messages asking when I was going to come back and telling me that they missed watching my videos and were hopeful to see me on here again. So why did I delete all of my YouTube videos? Like I said, it was a very emotional response at the time that I did it. There wasn't exactly a specific one reason why it happened. Also, just a side note, I'm really sorry about the noise. Where I live now is so noisy. Please just ignore the sound of all the trucks in the background if you can. But yeah, so it wasn't one specific big reason. It kind of happened out of the blue, and then I just decided to stick with it. At the time, I was in between moving houses and I wasn't able to go from A to B. I had to go A, B, C. So it was just a bit of a hassle. I was really busy, just me and my toddler, and it was going to be difficult for me to film. It was going to be difficult for me to create, and so I just stopped posting during that time because I didn't have the time to do it. And then I became really overwhelmed with a lot of the judgments, I suppose, and what I felt comfortable to say and not to say. Then I just prolonged that break on social media, and I wanted to protect what I had previously posted. So if you're not familiar with the types of videos that I post on YouTube, I started this account with a video talking about the death of my daughter in a lot of detail, and my intention with that was to immortalize her if I wasn't going to be here to continue to tell her story. Going forward from that, my YouTube channel has just been my life as I experience it as a bereaved mother. Obviously those are really sensitive topics, and so given all the negativity recently, I felt the need to protect that. I got really angry and I just wanted to delete it and not give anyone the opportunity to have that negativity impact, how special that topic is to me. Not necessarily all of the videos, because honestly I put out a lot of stuff that it wasn't like super important to me or anything. I was just talking about really sacred things to me, if that makes sense. Before I deleted everything, I had put out a couple of videos talking about my husband and I's recent separation, and when that happened I didn't think to pretend or to hide any of it. I figured everyone would notice anyway. I have thousands of people paying attention. The situation was really sensitive, and so I had to be vague, but I talked about the things that are I guess relevant to my YouTube community, which is that I was moving houses, that I'm pregnant again, and that my husband and I had separated. Immediately people assumed that if anyone was in the wrong, that it was going to be broken, and there was beginning to be rumors started. So instantly I just wanted to protect him from that, because even though relationships are really, really complicated and there are a lot of contributing factors to why we separated and why we have stayed separated, but the explosion point I took accountability for my part to play in that because I wanted to protect Brogan. I am the only one with a social media presence. While I'm comfortable being open and honest about my own life experiences here online, I don't mind showing up vulnerable. I don't mind embarrassing myself. I can't speak for anyone else, and so you will always only have my point of view. And when it comes to talking about my experience as a bereaved mother, I can be really open about that. I can be really honest about it because I'm the only one experiencing it that way. Whereas this situation involves other people, and so I had to be mindful of them. I can't talk about their contribution. I can't talk about their thoughts and feelings on the matter. And I just didn't want to embarrass anyone else in that way. I did expect to have a lot of backlash. I said in the videos, I know that I'm being vague. I have to be vague in this way. And I did suggest to people that they not try and make assumptions because they were probably going to be wrong. But some people just love to think the worst, and they want the worst to be true, and regardless of how much information they do or don't have, like you could literally slap some people in the face with the truth and they just won't see it. They'll just refuse because they would rather the drama. So that is what I kind of expected. I was prepared for that to happen to me and I was okay with that. However, that is not why I took down all my YouTube videos, because surprisingly enough, majority of the responses to those videos were actually really nice. People were just so understanding of the fact that you don't have the full picture, you never will, it's not your place or your need to know, and they just wished us both well. They wished me well, they wished Brogan well, and they wished our family well. There have been people that are really important to me in my life that took the avenue that I had expected from complete strangers, and that is what upset me. Because of the stuff that is close to me, I kind of took on board the stuff from strangers online, and I let that affect me too, and that is why I ended up deleting all of my stuff, because I didn't want all of that negativity to then be impacting how precious the topic of talking about my daughter's death, and also just like my life as a mother, including my son and my little girl who I'm pregnant with now. Like, I didn't want all of that false negativity. Like, obviously a separation is not a positive thing, but these people were making it worse and creating it to be something that it isn't, and that I didn't want to impact Noah and Echo and this baby. So that is how I got to that point. I know that me not sharing all the details just adds fuel to the flame and allows complete strangers to spin their own stories. For what reason, I cannot comprehend, and if you're inclined to believe the comments section from strangers that are probably living on the other side of the world to me, then that's on you. But I'm not going to get into it for exactly the reasons that I explained earlier. I'm drawing a line in the sand. So what can you expect from my YouTube channel going forward? I actually really missed vlogging. I missed being creative in this way. I think I gravitate towards YouTube because it gives me a bit more time to talk about things more in depth. But I missed just documenting our day-to-day life and being able to talk about how the loss of my daughter still impacts in various different ways. For myself, to be able to talk through it, for other people just to understand that even though on the outside looking in, things might seem completely normal, completely fine, especially having had my son. Ever since having him, it's been especially confusing for me because there is immense joy, and if you're a parent, you will know how a child just lights everything up, while also carrying such a heavy heart for the loss of my daughter. I like to talk about how losing her still manifests in my life in various ways, or maybe just thoughts that I have, feelings that I have to different scenarios, because it helps me to be vocal about those sorts of things and to get it out of here and out into the open. But also just being able to document all of those experiences with my son and soon our baby girl as well. So hopefully I'll be getting back into vlogging soon. There's lots to catch up on, so much change in the last couple of months. I'm really hoping that when I go to edit this vlog that I have said everything that I wanted to say in this video. I wasn't sure if I should just get straight back into regular vlogging and just not acknowledge any of this at all, or if I needed to film some kind of update. In the end, there's no right answer. I just had to do what felt right for me. So I'm acknowledging it, I'm drawing a line in the sand, and yeah, we're moving forward. But thank you for watching this video, and I will see you guys next time.